Hey guys, I'm back, and I know it has been a really long time since I made a video. I'm gonna try and bring it up to speed as quickly as I can. There really actually isn't a whole lot new. The reason that I haven't made a video in a while is because I gotta get my dates straight now. On January the 28th, I spoke on the phone with a vocal coach, and she advised me to go on vocal rest because apparently, like, she was surprised that the ENT that I saw did not tell me to do the same, because apparently the first step in getting rid of a vocal nodule is vocal rest. So basically, I had to be silent, no talking at all. So it was hard to do. I had a couple of slip-ups when I was trying to tell Alex something, but I pretty much had to write everything down. Now the thing is that the 29th, we were invited to a Lupus gala. We were invited as guests, and this is like a really big fundraiser that they have every year for lupus. So I had already accepted that before. So, and then on January 30th, we were going to visit my sister who had a baby, which I wanted to go and meet my new nephew. And then the Monday, I had my job in the morning. So I told the vocal coach, and so basically those were the only 3 times I was allowed to talk, but I had to keep it to a minimum as much as possible, and all the rest of the time I was silent. And then I saw her on the Wednesday, which was February the 2nd. And so I went to see her, and she did a couple of warm-up things with me. And basically what she did is she gave me the name of another ENT that a lot of her vocal students have seen, and that she highly recommends. And she thinks that I should get a referral from my doctor to see him for a second opinion, because she thinks that the first step is to go on total vocal rest and try to be as silent as possible, not much talking, which I've been trying to do. You know, I mean, I'm home by myself all day, so I'm not talking then, but my voice is still in and out, and it's hurting today, and it's getting frustrating, like, for talking and things. I still have to get an appointment with my family doctor so that I can get that referral and get a second opinion. She wants to know, first off, like, how big is the nodule? Like, is it really bad? Or, you know, maybe just vocal rest will shrink it down, and then from that point on I could do, you know, speech therapy or vocal coaching to strengthen my voice and to make sure that it doesn't happen again. But she doesn't want to do any work with me until we know exactly what's going on. To her, she wasn't even sure if it sounded like a vocal nodule because she's heard them before, and she doesn't even know if it sounds like that. So she just wants a second opinion, and whether I decide to go back to her or not, she is curious to know. So I still have to do that. Anyways, so the Lupus Gala that we went to was really nice. I will put some pictures from it at the end of this. It was like a really big, fancy gala, and this year it was an Italian theme. And so I had this gown that I bought in like 2000, I think. And I bought it because it was like after Christmas and it was like a Boxing Day sale and it was like really reduced and it was really beautiful. But I have never had an occasion to wear it ever. And I kept holding on to it thinking, I will wear it one day. I will wear it one day. And I mean, considering I've gained weight, I didn't think I'd fit into it anymore. But I swear that this gown seems to be like the sisterhood of the traveling pants. Like, it's like a magic gown that seems to fit no matter what size I am. And it's because it's like really, really stretchy material. So it just kind of conforms to your body. I mean, it's a size 9. There's no way I fit into a size 9 anymore. Anyways, I went to my mother's, I got it, and I finally had a chance to wear this gown, and I felt really pretty. And Alex wore a suit, and so anyways, we all got like this program. Whoops. And it tells like everything for the night. I mean, like there was like beautiful decor. There was tons of silent auctions. There was a live auction, which was really fun. The auctioneer was hilarious. They had a live band playing. They were great. The food was really good. The menu, I believe, is in here actually, so that I can tell you guys what we had. So the menu. We first went into this little room, like once you walked through all the silent auctions and everything, there was a little room where you could have appetizers. And those were stracciatella soup, which I don't recall seeing that. Maybe they were all out by the time we got there. There was grilled lamb on skewers, which when we first saw it, we were like, wow, that looks really good. And then we found out that it was lamb, and we don't like lamb. So that was a bit disappointing. And then there was a pizza station, which looked really good, except all the flavors of pizza that we were interested in having were all gone, and all that was left was pizzas with anchovies on them. And then there was a polenta station, and so I had polenta for the first time ever, and it was really good. It's apparently cornmeal, and then you can put like tomato sauce and cheese on top. It was really, really good. And Alex had, at the polenta station, he had, I forget what it was called, but it was cow's stomach. I can't believe he ate this. And he actually convinced me to try it. And actually the flavor wasn't that bad, but I did not like the texture of it. So, and then there was like an antipasto station, and those were just like fresh vegetables, like in a vinaigrette thing. Like it was like a little bit of a salad thing, and that was pretty good. You know, for dinner, we had spaghetti with fresh tomato and basil sauce. That was delicious. And then the main entree was veal, and it was good. I really liked it. And rapini, which I guess that was that vegetable that we got. It was like these green vegetables, but I don't really know what it was, but I didn't really care for it. I don't know if it was the vegetable itself I didn't like or what they seasoned it with, but it wasn't my favorite thing. But excuse me. And then oven roasted potatoes with fresh rosemary, which were delicious. And then they also brought to the table, they brought bread, of course, at the beginning, like with our pasta. That was fantastic. And they also brought sweet sausages and peppers. It was like grilled peppers. So I ended up taking, I didn't have enough room in my stomach to have sausage, but I did take some of the grilled peppers so that I could still have some vegetables, and those were fantastic. And they also had a salad but I didn't have any of that because like I was getting too full and I really wanted to save room for dessert. Which dessert was Dorgel ice cream, and it was so good. It was like an ice cream pie or cake or something. It was so good. And so of course, like they had, like before the meal started, they had some music playing so people could mix and mingle. And then once everyone got seated, it was, you know, they had like a welcoming remark, and you know, the master of ceremonies and all that stuff, and like different remarks about lupus and whatnot. And we heard from a rheumatologist who's working on some research that sounded pretty interesting, where they've been asking patients like what bothers them the most in terms of symptoms, and they're trying to work on things to help with that. And of course the number one thing is fatigue. They're really trying to find ways to help with that, and they actually did a thing where they took like a survey with patients, and they would ask them like I think it was like on a scale of 1 to 10, like what's your fatigue or whatever, and like I forget how many, but basically like a lot of them are rating it high on the scale. So, and these were from patients that their doctors thought they were doing perfectly fine. And so they realized like they're not doing fine. So it was really good. And then of course the live auction, they had raffles and draws. And then they had like dancing to live music. And we didn't stay until the very end because I don't know how long it was to go till. All I know is it says here that the silent auction checkout was at 11:15 p.m. but it doesn't say how late this went till. So we didn't stay for we left about 10:30 because we were getting tired, and we had to go out the next day to my sister's. So that was that. And I mean, like, the prizes that they had for the raffles were 2 tickets for travel to any Air Canada scheduled destination. They had a 40-inch LCD HD television and a 1,000 gift certificate from Gracious Living. They even had a raffle for the centerpieces, which we did, but we didn't win. Which, like, the centerpieces were like big buckets full of like Italian pasta sauce and pastas and things like that. We could get all the drinks we wanted all night. Of course, we don't drink alcohol, so I just got pop, but like we also had like big bottles of water on our table. We had lots of good things. And I mean, the silent auctions, well, there was just like page after page of those, so I won't even go through what they had because there was so much. So yeah, I don't know if they have the... I don't know if they have what was the live auctions. I thought they did, but I don't. Oh, the live auctions? It was a balloon ride over Tuscany, hockey weekend in Montreal, dinner for 8 in your own home by a chef, barrel of Italian wine, a Raptors game from box seats, and that's odd. They don't list the other ones because I know there was a lot more than that. There was like... yeah, there was like furniture, and there was also like a $1,000 shopping spree in New York, and you get to go there for like 3 days and get your own personal shopper. I would have loved that, but the price was like so high. So that was that. And then, like I said, the next day I went and met Talon, baby Talon. He's so cute. It was cool to get together with my sister and my niece and nephew. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay too long though because we had to head out to Alex's dad's in the evening for his stepmom's birthday. So hopefully we'll get to go back again soon and I could spend more time there.